Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Monday, the 15th day of April, tax day, but it's also Anime Day, Husband Appreciation Day, McDonald's Day, Micro Volunteering Day, so if you want to volunteer a little bit, National Glazed Spiral Ham Day, Laundry Day, Rubber Eraser Day, Take a Wild Guess Day. If you're doing your own taxes,
Let's not do that.
Don't take a wild guess. And Titanic Remembrance Day. It struck the iceberg on the 14th, and it actually sank on the 15th of April. So there you go. All of those things happening. And it's a Movie Star Monday, and I've got a guest back on the program once again, Aleks Paunovic. He is such a great dude, and he's got another fun project that he's doing right now. This time it's with Amazon, I believe. So we'll get all the details about it coming up in just a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Movie Star Monday.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
with bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Don't shoot the messenger when I tell you this story, all right?
All right.
CBD does not help people dealing with chronic pain. That's not me, according to a new study. They say it actually might be harmful. A team from the University of Bath in the UK went so far as to call CBD products marketed for chronic pain treatment. They call it a waste of money. Again, don't get mad at me. CBD, short for cannabis oil, is a natural chemical compound in the cannabis plant. It's a non-psychoactive, meaning it doesn't contribute to the trademark high feeling. In their study, the researchers found that CBD products may contain other chemicals which may be harmful, though, including things that could be toxic for your liver. And they say it could also now be illegal in some jurisdictions. So that's not good. Because just when you thought that was good, then you're like, oh,
yeah, they've
but
been
again,
pushing that for a long time.
I'm telling you right now, don't take my word for it. If you want to read it, I've got all the story, and you can do the detail dive if you want. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years, and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Hi, did you know the urban legend has it that birth rates increase 9 months after a big championship win that unites the fandom in a city or a country? But an investigation by The Athletic found that this is not the rule. It is the exception. For example, the Wrexham FC claimed in a recent ad to have caused a 24% spike in births 9 months after a huge win that secured their promotion to a higher league. But the local hospital didn't report any more babies than usual. Other researchers found many instances there's a lower birth rate because they were busy watching the game.
Huh.
So they're not really being intimate.
Okay. Thank you for that.
We are not big sports people, so that doesn't affect us at all. We just go to bed early no matter what. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. Molly Ringwald. I always liked Molly Ringwald. She believes The Breakfast Club has not aged well, though. The 56-year-old actress was in that film. She played Claire, or Princess, in the 85 classic film, followed 5 very different students. She told a recent newspaper article she rewatched it with her 21-year-old daughter and said, "There's a lot I really love about the movie, but there are elements that haven't aged well." Judd Nelson's character, John Bender, was giving her a bunch of guff that she was like, well, that wouldn't be good. And she says she's glad things are different now. So
Things aren't different now.
things are different, but they're just different. I don't know. That 90s show is bringing back a beloved That 70s Show character for season 2. So if you're a big fan of That 70s Show and you were waiting for this particular character I'm looking to see, Laura Prepon looking to see if it says. Oh, she played Donna. Okay, so Donna's coming back. Right, there we go. And the first installment of Kevin Costner's Western epic, no, not that one, the other one, Horizon, an American Saga, is set to premiere out of a competition at Cannes Film Festival. So we'll be seeing that eventually elsewhere, I'm thinking. All right. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Had you heard that there was an eclipse recently? Did you
I
hear
had
about
heard
that?
something about that.
There was a
grumblings.
little bit of chatter on the old interwebs about that. It was a week ago, so I just want to make sure everybody understands what we're talking about the eclipse. It already happened. It was a week ago. I don't want you to go, why are you guys still talking about it? It's already done. I know, it's done, but that's why we're going to talk about it. It says, now the hoopla surrounding the great eclipse of 2024 has died down. You're probably wondering what to do with your very slightly used viewing glasses. You ever wonder about that, Heidi?
Not at all.
Well, you could collect them or you could recycle them. You remove the protective film first. Much better idea is to donate them. One of several organizations that collects used safety glasses is Astronomers Without Borders. I didn't know that was a thing. Have you heard of them before?
I did not know that was a thing, no.
They have a list of drop-off locations listed on their website. That organization and others are collecting eclipse viewing glasses to give to children in Latin American nations for their annual October eclipse in the southern hemisphere. So it's a different type of eclipse, but it's still an eclipse. Millions of glasses were donated after the 2017 eclipse, including many for underserved communities in places in Chile, Argentina, Ethiopia, Sri Lanka, and the Philippines. If you would like to learn more about that, if you'd like to drop off your, what do we call them again? Eclipse glasses. There we go. You can find a link to this organization's website in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. I did not get a good chance to see it, but I have seen a lot of photos and a lot of videos from the eclipse last week. And have you seen a lot of that stuff online the last week?
Just a couple.
Here's the thing that's weird. There was one that was shared a bunch, and then somebody said that's not even real. That was AI. It was really cool. I'm like, oh, that looks really neat. Maybe I should have went to see that. But then they're like, no, that's not what it looked like. Here's what it really looked like. That was AI. It was fake. I just don't know that I can believe the internet anymore. Scoop of the day
Shocker.
comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
This Movie Star Monday, we have Aleks Paunovic joining us once again. Welcome back, sir.
Great to be back.
Every time we talk, you've got another fun project. Now, a new Amazon original series, The Silent Service. Tell me a little bit about it, Aleks.
Yeah, absolutely. I had the opportunity to be a part of this, and what I love, one of the things I loved about it was already an already developed manga series from the 80s with a massive fan following. So there was also a responsibility of what we were going to do in live action. But, and we also shot this in Japan. So that was something that was new for me. I've never shot over there, and I had just had such an amazing time with the cast and crew, super professional, super on point, extremely respectful of the work that we did. So that was something that I was really excited about. And then being able to tell this story through the director's vision was something that I just got really excited about. And I play Logan Steiger, Admiral Logan Steiger, in the U.S. Navy, and I have we come to an agreement with Japan of working together in some ways. And there's this captain named Kaeda Shiro, and he basically has Japan's first nuclear sub. I don't believe he has a loaded nuclear weapon on his sub, and that's where the trials and tribulations of does he or doesn't he have kind of unravels. And the story, it just makes audiences think about the peace amidst complexities of international relations and what to do with the power of when you hold such power like that. Which side do you go on? It's a moral issue also. So it was something that you see unravel through the 8 episodes and how they go about it and figuring out, does he or doesn't he have this nuclear weapon, and him going rogue, basically declaring himself his own country. So it's something really interesting following the journey of Qaeda and how both nations, Japan and the U.S., respond.
And I think that's how it is in the real world. We never really know if the intelligence is correct, do we?
No, we never really know. And I think you're right. That's one of the things. Where do you figure it out? How do you read between the lines? Where's the intelligence and where's the misleading intelligence? So you get to go through that journey on Amazon Prime with Silent Service. So it's something that's very exciting. And the reviews, we're very fortunate that people are really loving what's going on.
Well, it's already found an audience. Now, you've had a chance to work with Marvel on Hawkeye. You've been on Planet of the Apes. You've had all these gigantic things you've had a chance to do. Now, an Amazon original series. How different is it when you're doing something for a company like Amazon, or are they all kind of the same?
Well, I had the opportunity and actually the privilege of working, it's the Marvel universe. That's something where a lot of actors will kill to be a part of it. I love that I had the opportunity to be there, but being a part of Amazon Prime Japan, that's something I've never kind of experienced either, because it was a whole different machine there that I just absolutely loved at how they conducted business at Amazon. So it's a little bit of the same, but also not the same, just because they're both high-end productions, and you get to see it on the highest level. And I was very fortunate to see and make something on the highest level on both of those venues.
And you've had a chance to be a part of some really big projects. Do you ever just kind of pinch yourself and go, is this really my life?
Dude, all the time. Are you kidding me? All the time. I have such a... I just got back from Antarctica shooting a show that I can't talk about yet, and when I can, I want to jump on your show again.
Absolutely.
But I've been very, very fortunate being a part of some amazing productions, amazing teams. My whole vibe, what I really love, is teamwork. I love being part of a production and working through the peaks and valleys of how productions goes and troubleshooting, but working with an authentic and kind heart through it. And when you find a team like that, there's just nothing better than that. So I'm very, very fortunate, and I pinch myself constantly at the career I created.
Aleks, thank you so much for chatting with us again about your new project, and it's always a pleasure to visit with you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on, man.
Absolutely. Again, our guest today has been Aleks Paunovic, and his new Amazon original series is called The Silent Service. It's out right now, and I have a link to the trailer and all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening on a Movie Star Monday.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
with bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
1922 Nobel Prize winner Niels Bohr was gifted perpetual supply of beer piped into his house.
Really?
Yeah. Niels Bohr got beer on the ready anytime you want it. You just pull the tap and there it is. I want a Nobel Prize.
Let's work on that.
No, I don't. How many beers do I have in a year? Wouldn't that be wasted on me? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
As a child, Nicolas Cage was convinced he was an alien.
I love Nicolas
I
Cage.
do too. He's so
I
weird.
really do. He's
It's
bizarre,
so
but
bizarre.
I just love him.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Brad Pitt is banned from entering China because of his role in the movie 7 Years in Tibet. Oh,
all
fun
right.
fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Oprah Winfrey's name was originally Orpah, O-R-P-A-H, and then they changed it to Oprah.
Maybe that's why my dad can't pronounce it.
Yeah,
He's saying the
probably
original version.
That's what it is. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ronald Reagan was denied a movie role of president because he didn't look presidential.
Oh, that's funny.
Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. In a survey, Heidi, I don't even know how to say this because we're not supposed to talk about this, but having a little gas from the backside was the most embarrassing thing people have accidentally done in public. That is the most embarrassing thing to have that happen in public. What was the second most embarrassing thing?
I don't know, falling down?
No, having something in their nose.
Oh.
So,
yeah, I could see that.
I think one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me, I got up in the morning and I went to work in the dark and I didn't realize it, but like when you had done laundry, there was a sock that was stuck to the back of my shirt. So I'm at work. It's like 10 or 11 o'clock. It's like way later in the day. And all of a sudden somebody's like, you have a sock on your back? Like I've had this all day and nobody told me. Felt like such an idiot.
Yeah, that's
it's pretty good. I'm like, oh, thanks, Heidi. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. In 1978, at age 22, in his first year of teaching science, teacher Pat Moriarty gave his 9th grade students a list of solar eclipses and told them to circle that one in 2024, the one that was a week ago.
Okay.
Circle that one. And expect it, he said, when in 2024, that's going to pass right over Rochester, New York. That's where he was a teacher. And he said, you guys, come over to my place. We're all going to watch it together. This was in 1978.
Cute.
And he did this for the next 16 years. Well, last week, during the solar eclipse, 100 of his former students were on his lawn. And they completed their 46-year-old homework assignment.
Oh, that's absolutely adorable.
I think that's really neat. I saw that video online. There was a really neat story about that. And I've got a link if you want to see it. It's in the show notes. But what a weird thing to do. Tell kids for 20 years, come party at my house someday when you're all old.
Oh, that's funny.
If I'm still alive. Luckily, he was. All right. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Incredibly popular things that are actually really, really bad, according to Reddit. I don't know if any of this stuff is, but here's the list. Don't be mad at me. But cable TV, they say, oh, you pay a whole bunch, plus you have to watch all the commercials. So they're like, that's something that is popular, but it's not so great. Another one, Stanley Cups. There's people, they say, okay, who needs their ice to stay cold for a week?
Right, you're clearly not drinking your water
another
fast
one,
enough.
somebody said, I never understood Twitter, which is now X. So that's something that they say that is overrated. Another person says Starbucks, burnt beans, chemical-filled snacks. So again, this sounds to me like it's from the Get Off My Lawn Club.
Well, so far I'm agreeing with it.
Headlights so bright the owner is the only one who can see the road now.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
What were we going again? Incredibly popular things that are really, really bad. Sequels, prequels, reboots, and reimaginings.
Yes.
Just stop it, Hollywood. And then they wanted to single one out. The Fast and the Furious. And there's more if you'd like to read all of them. And they're in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of radiosavings.com. Our quote today is from Rita Mae Brown, who said, "One of the keys to happiness is a bad memory." I think you would get along with Rita Mae Brown. We've had several quotes from her. They're always things that I could hear you say. Could you hear you say that?
Oh, of course.
You should say that. What was it again? You don't remember because you got a bad memory. See? Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And here's the headline from Michigan. It's like a guardian angel came down and blessed me. Police surprise a man with a new scooter after a theft. I love this story. I'm not a fan I'm not a fan of how they start, because it's so many times you have these really amazing stories that start out in a bad place, like this one. But a heartwarming display of compassion and generosity. The police department in Michigan went above and beyond to bring joy to a local man named Michael after his prized possession was stolen. A few weeks ago, Michael, who is 32, was riding his cherished two-wheel scooter near the high school when he generously allowed another individual to test ride it. However, to his dismay, the guy took advantage of his kindness and just left. Detective Sergeant Sadler took on the investigation, quickly discovered that Michael was a kind and genuine individual. Touched by his story, he and his partner, a Detective Korachi, made a heartfelt decision to go buy one for him. Michael, the exact same scooter, they showed back up with the same exact thing with their own money. They didn't get any government funds or police funds to do this. But when the chief caught wind of the plan, he said, well, hey, the department is going to step in and help cover the cost of that. So they did this on their own.
Wow.
But then the guy in charge was like, you know what? You guys don't have to do that on your own. We're going to help with this. So they had the pleasure of meeting Michael in person to deliver the surprise. Overwhelmed with emotion, Michael couldn't contain his gratitude upon hearing the news. After taking a few spins on the new scooter, Michael expressed how the unexpected gesture had turned his rough year all around.
Aww.
And I think it's really cool. There's a photo here of him with the new scooter, and I don't know how much one of these scooters would cost. I'm sure it wasn't super expensive, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap either, you know, because it's more than just like a scooter. It's like an electric scooter that you can ride.
Wow.
So I don't know how much it set them back, but I'm glad they did what they did. I think it's really cool.
Who steals somebody's scooter? That's
I don't
just
know.
disgusting.
It is. It's very sad. So I don't know. I wonder if the cops are going to go find that person now. Get back here with Michael's scooter. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.